Hello YouTube, welcome back to the first Citizen Tech Talk Star Citizen News episode. Guys, we're going to be running a new series on the channel, and it's going to be called Star Citizen News Weekly. We're going to be running two separate episodes a week for Star Citizen News, and the news segment, the one we've been teasing, around your verse, starting next week. So guys, there is a massive amount of content going to be coming out in the channel from here in. We're going to be uploading on a Monday, it's Australia time, so Sunday for you guys in the US, as well as a Wednesday, which will be a Tuesday for you guys in the US as well. We might change that up to a Thursday, which will be a Wednesday for you guys. Actually, that would probably be better for everyone involved. And Saturday upload for the US, Sunday upload for Australia for Around Your Verse episodes moving forward. So guys, yeah, we've got a new format. This is going to be the standardized format moving forward. We are getting our own new overlays and getting the news channel side of it set up by the next video. But for this episode, we want to take you through a few fantastic little cherubs of information that have come to our attention in the last few days in relation to what's been going on in the Star Citizen community as well as CIG. To start with, there was a community poll by the Eradicator recently, and he took a poll of how many people actually playing Star Citizen and a few other bits and bops that he's asked questions of his audience for. Out of 491 votes, 50% of backers had basically said that they don't play Star Citizen anymore. So that's a good start, right? Then we're going to be moving on to the Expanse Twitter drama. And I don't have to explain that any further. We'll get into that shortly. As well as the Bobble head stupidity with over 1,300 down likes winning. So guys, it's a bit of an action-packed blockbuster episode. So anyway, welcome to the episode.
Yeah, let's get right into it.
Alrighty, so just to get started, let's just get you some nice visuals to start the episode.
So we really gave you guys far more time to give me some feedback, and the last option here was I don't play anymore. Unfortunately, this confirms the last poll that we did last time. Let's have a look. Last time we had I gave up. I'm waiting for 3.9, 44%. So it's kind of the same here. We have actually more people who say that they don't play anymore, which is kind of worrying. I think the CIG should really pay attention and take notice of that. But anyway, let's have a look at what you guys are saying. What do you guys like to do in Star Citizen Alpha 3.8 right now? I'm going to go through the top 10 comments here.
So what's not included in that video is... It was the first poll of 44% was 100, and the second one of 49%, almost 50%, was out of 500 players. And yeah, I'm in that boat. I'm not playing Star Citizen. He's not playing Star Citizen. As I said in the last video, it's just not in a state where you would want to play the game. You just kind of want to. It's a lot better games to play right now. You know, I still have faith that Star Citizen will be a great game, but it's just not the game for me to be playing right now.
Yep, totally agree. This is, you know, a main reason from our previous video, how we're saying, you know, we'll get in, we'll play through as a wall, we'll give it a go, but at the end of the day, there's nothing happening. We're just going backwards. We have airy-headed kids running CIG, and this is not just my opinion, it's just not ILW's opinion, it's a far majority of the people polled. Now, yeah, out of 491 people, you know, that's not obviously representative of the entire community, but get on to a Star Citizen server any time of day or night, and you try to find me a bunch of people playing in the verse. You might find 10 people, if that, and they're on for an hour or so, and then they disappear, because there's not much to do. There's too many bugs, too many problems, too many lag spikes, just too much crap. And that will bring us into very shortly the fun part of this video in relation to the privacy breach, but I can see ILW chomping at the bit, so let's get him on board and see what he has to say.
So I'm going to go ahead and make a correction on that. So because CIG has a habit of putting players into full servers, when you jump onto Star Citizen, you will find yourself in a full server, but a good chance. But you know, when me and him played together, like 2 weeks ago, he was in a server by himself. So it can be Russian roulette. Sometimes it's full, right? But it's full servers. But how many full servers there actually are? I mean, it may be a full server, but there may only be 10 full servers, and that's only 500 players, and that's all that's playing. So there, I always see the same people playing.
Yeah, see, there was a time, I remember there was a time where you try to get onto a server and there'd be one slot only available at any one time, and you'd be clicking join, clicking join, clicking join, clicking join, clicking join, clicking join, bang, oh yes, I'm in, I made it in. That's the problem, is I would much rather be experiencing that with a bunch of people, blowing their ships up at Olisar, or mucking around, or just walking around Olisar, or, wherever you are, Hurston, or wherever. And yeah, you actually have people on the actual servers doing stuff. Not anymore. It's a ghost town. It is literally a ghost town, this game. And it's sad, but it's CIG's own fault. There's no one to blame but CIG for what's happening right now. So, maybe take some notes, Jared. Just saying. All right.
A real quick thing before we move on. This is a quick little thing. It's a ghost town because you keep expanding the map, but you don't expand the player count. So we got 50 players spread over this expansive, huge map. You barely get to see anybody. Work on your back 10 tech. Get it ready. Fix all your bugs. The player count's abysmal. The general sentiments that we're going to see as we go into these videos is very abysmal. Star Citizen is in a bad spot for this week. We'll see if the trend continues, but for this week, it's just bad news through and through all week.
Yeah, this is why we're trying to segmentate, if that's a word, the news into weekly chunks instead of going on like I have in past, where I have projected ahead of time. What we're trying to do is keep it in the moment, keep it in now. Unfortunately, you guys also have to realise moving forward that we are going to have weeks where it's going to be nothing but bad news, and weeks where we're going to have a small bit of good news and then some bad news. Then hopefully some weeks where it's just nothing but good news. And that's what I'm trying to, as a skeptic, be more positive about and drive forward with the good things that Star Citizen is doing still, compared to all the things I used to focus on in the past. Okay, so let's move forward from the Eradicators video here. Let's bring up the Board Gamer video of recent in relation to the Expanse drama on Twitter.
And welcome to some more Star Citizen. We have a load of spicy, juicy drama, data mine leaks what appears to be for Alpha 3.9, new gameplay with prisons. The authors of the science fiction series Expanse, their Twitter account was very angry at CIG and Star Citizen. I mean, it doesn't have a mind of its own, someone was using it. There was a little update to the Crytek v CIG Star Citizen lawsuit, which might see the party settle. And we have it all, drama, news and class today. There was a bit of a brief PR nightmare for CIG, though, with the James S.A. Corey account, the Twitter account that is owned by the writers of the popular sci-fi series The Expanse, and James S.A. Corey is the pen name that they use as a pair. They were, at least one of them, I assume, or whoever's using that Twitter account, were trying out Star Citizen, but immediately uninstalled it after discovering their camera was turning on, their webcam, without that being expressly sort of like given permission to or asked, and they just sort of like had that camera turn on when they were playing. So, and they tweeted, "Wow, at Robert Space Industries, I install you and you instantly turn my laptop camera on without my explicit permission. Way to volunteer to be uninstalled forever. Nice when people make things easy." This turned out to be a known bug with the latest 3.8.1 build, where FOIP, the face over IP stuff, was turned on by default, and this controls the expressions of your character in-game, and typically that should be off by default, but was on by default here and automatically activated. Naughty, naughty CIG. Now, CIG did reply, "We totally agree, and that shouldn't be the case. This is usually disabled by default and requires enabling in settings. This is a bug that crept up in our latest patch. Our team has been working on a fix already that we're going to deploy in a patch soon. In regards to privacy, no data is stored at all. Data captured is used to generate the facial expressions of your character, but once that's used to display your facial expression, it is immediately discarded. Apologies for any frustration and confusion this has caused." Later, the James S.A. Corey account put out a tweet. "So everyone at Robert Space Industries explained the situation and the bug causing it. I take them at their word, and I don't think anything nefarious was going on. I did uninstall, but more because it was taking up a ton of space, and I'm not up to playing in an alpha release of anything. The level of annoyance the camera bug caused me definitely indicates I have no patience to help someone debug their game. I did see..."
Okay, Ouch! Huh? Ouch! See, that's called being savaged. So CIG and your soul sorts out hemorrhoids. It's meant to be really good stuff. Just saying, the butt hurt is real, and you have to accept that that's a massive breach of privacy under your own privacy agreement with the end client, whether they're a backer or just a user of someone else's account. You're breaching your own privacy agreement. This on top of everything else that's been going on recently, let alone what's coming up in this news video, is a damning assessment of everything we have covered since Quid Pro Quo started to now. What are you doing? Anyway, let's move forward unless you have something to say, ILW.
Yeah, I mean, so do I think that CIG is recording footage of people from their webcams? No, I don't think they're doing that. Do I think it's a huge deal? Yes, I think it's a huge deal. You install a piece of software, and you see after you install it, your webcam is turning on by itself. You see the light pop on. How could in a world of NSA, in a world of government surveillance and hackers and all this, I saw one guy who exposed a bunch of scammers, and he was watching them through their webcam as they were going about this business. They were showing other screens of people watching them through their webcam. It's not a secure world like it was 10 and 15 years ago. People watching through your webcam is a real concern. People tape it over now. So I could understand, and I would be right with the guy. If I installed any program and then I saw after I installed it my webcam was coming on, it'd be instantly uninstalled.
Yeah, totally agree. Sorry, I had to turn the fan off on my GPU. Yeah, well, that's just the thing, mate. We're living in a world now where digital espionage is becoming the norm. You've got people who can skim credit cards. You've got people that can see your identity just by stealing a letter out of your mailbox. Yeah, for a game developer, a project developer in this case, to make such a massive furphy is a damning assessment of the competency of the team. Now, by all rights, if you knew this bug existed in 3.8 and 3.8.1, just take it off the roadmap. You take everything else off the roadmap, shut VoIP down for the patch because of a privacy breach potential. And
very serious one. A very serious
massive one. Right? Totally agree. Massive one. And if the Expanse wanted to litigate, they had every legal right to, but they're obviously really nice people and they're willing to allow one mistake, but then at the end of the day, they're not going to come back to Star Citizen at any stage. So this is something that is not being even imagined by the young kids running CIG at the moment. Where's your operational managers? Where's your quality control team? What the hell are the executives doing? Are you all on holidays in the Cayman Islands? Just saying. Anyway, moving forward. So yeah, Twitter, they just absolutely burnt CIG there. And on top of what's coming up next, which is what I call bobblehead stupidity. So I'll bring that up now for you guys, and I'm sure you're going to absolutely love this because we've put together some amazing elements that we're going to be discussing with you. And yeah. All right, guys, so let's watch bobblehead stupidity at its best.
Sorry, 3D one here. Oh, drive him off the... Oh, he's getting caught in the grains on the desk.
People pay for this. People pay for this.
Hi, Arthur.
1,300 downloads for this.
Switch the camera feed. What?
It's 1,400 now, by the way.
Ah, 1,400.
Star Citizen Live Game Dev Bobble Madness. I'm your host, Jared Huckabee, and joining us on the show this week is lead... what is your title, Corey?
Lead bobblehead artist.
Lead bobblehead artist.
Nice.
Corey Bamford.
Yeah, lead prop artist.
Lead prop artist. Lead prop artist Corey Bamford. And if you've never seen Star Citizen Live Game Dev before, it's where we take a Friday and we showcase a little bit of the process, a little bit of how we make things for the Star Citizen universe. Now, those of you who have followed the project from yay old days, might remember one of our early stretch goals was the addition of bobbleheads and various desktop accoutrements, as they say in Germany.
Okay, accoutrement is French, dickhead. Let me just demonstrate that for everybody in the audience. That really shit me, because you're going to say something all kind of fantastic in French. Fucking do it right, dickhead. It's not German, it's French. It's a display of food. It's a slather of food. It's a beautiful banquet of food for a massive long-ass 20,000 seat bloody dining table in someone's rich bloody mansion. It's French, dickhead. Learn your fucking international languages. Fuck, I hate you, Jared. Moving on.
Wait, before we move on,
okay,
I'm actually getting really mad, dude. So I'm actually going to have to try to tone it down, because I'm actually getting pissed off, because I actually watched it just so we could get some good clips of it, because it's so garbage. It's so garbage. At 50 minutes, we're not going to show it, but you could go ahead and watch the videos and go to the 50 minutes. They're literally talking about eating at IHOP and what he ate at IHOP, and it's just such garbage on an entire other level. I can't believe people actually pay for this. That the general sentiment, and I'm a supporter. This is the supporter side saying it's straight garbage. It's like 300 likes to 1,400 dislikes. It's ratio like freaking almost 5-1, because it's such absolute trash. I can't believe that they actually played this for real. For the audience. When I saw, Star Citizen Live is on in Bobblehead Madness, I said, surely that's a pun for something else, and they're not actually doing bobbleheads. The bobbleheads, it's so low freaking quality of production that the bobblehead, when they start getting into it, it's already almost pre-made, and they just they kind of eye the stuff on, and he does barely any work. It's straight garbage. Who wants this? Who cares about this? Dude, people are putting it to sleep, and you'll see later in the chat, there's actual backlash in the chat. That's how garbage it is. Go ahead.
Deep press. Okay. So, CIG, you're making my job extremely easy to do. You're doing my job for me as the skeptic. As you Skitsins like to call me, the hater, the monster. No, I'm not the fucking hater of the monster. I'm just a skeptic because of this shit. And it's constant. Yeah. Anyway, so guys, yeah, you're making my job so much easier, and thank you. Don't get me wrong, guys. This is a news episode, and I should be, hi, this is CTT reporting. But you know what? This is a lead-up episode to our new overlays and our proper, formatting. Moving forward, where it's going to be more news-focused and a bit more satiristic. But, God, what is on the screen? You know what that looks like? That looks like a Wii character from the first Wii. It looks like a Wii bloody avatar. Yeah?
That was actually said in the chat. So in the live chat, they actually said that. Your bobbleheads was like me characters. And then they're like, oh, yeah, freaking, just let me change it real quick. Oh, no.
Right.
But go ahead.
And this was a stretch goal from, 2014? Like, who gives a shit right now about this crap? This is a massive waste of resources, time, and it demonstrates how terribly the project is behind in production.
CCT, play the next video, and you'll see that it's all throwaway work, and it's all garbage, and nobody's doing this for real. So I'm actually getting pissed off about this. Go ahead and play the next video. Go ahead and play the next clip.
All right, just one more thing. He got paid to do this.
All right, so I'm going to address a couple questions from the chat. For those who have joined late or whatever, this is lead props artist Corey Bamford, and he is working on a bobblehead, which is one of our older stretch goals from the 2012-2013 original crowdfunding campaign. So these were cockpit decorations, desktop items, things like that were agreed to in the original stretch goal things. They're some of our item deck So while this may not be the actual item that goes into the game, this is an exploration of the process that our props team has to go through in order to fulfill such items. That's not to say that these items are coming out today, tomorrow, next week, next month, or anything like that. It's just this is work that we have to do. It's necessary for the game. It's a commitment that we made a while back. So we're going through the process of what would be involved in doing such a thing, and then looking for feedback.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the main thing about tasks like this as well is just
Feedback.
we do of course have big fish.
Yeah,
to fry.
just shut him up. Dude. Just shut him
however-
up. No, nobody cares about what he's saying. Okay. Nobody cares about this. So what was all just admitted right here is this work isn't real work. We've chosen, or we could have chosen anything, and we've chosen to cover this Starts This Live, which is paid for by subscriber and backer money to do bobbleheads. That's what it's all about. It's about bobbleheads. The real bombshell's coming up. The real bombshell's coming up. Where they get backlash in the chat, who knows what was said, but it's probably something like, "Why are you showing this garbage? Nobody cares about it."
Right, and I want you guys to listen closely because
Dude,
I've actually...
my wife is actually messaging me like, "Dude, chill out. I can hear you yelling. I can't calm down." It's so infuriating that
Okay.
because I was looking for. I'm sorry to cut you off, CTT.
No.
I and the other backers were looking for on the thread. It said, let me look at the camera. It said 3.8, all about 3.8, where we're going to answer your questions for January, and that's what we were hoping Star System Live was. I even told him this. I said, "Dude, we got a big thing coming up. It's really exciting. I'm really hyped for it." And instead, bobbleheads.
I'm sorry, I can't help but laugh because he was ILW was so hyped for it, and I was like, yeah, I have a feeling something's going to go terribly wrong. And bobbleheads, even I couldn't have forecast bobbleheads. And I thought we both thought this was a segue joke. We're doing bobbleheads as, a subscriber flare thing. Anyway, just a quick thing, 30 seconds on it. This is what it's going to probably look like. Anyway, let's get to the actual episode. Yeah, no. They dragged out for almost an hour this bullshit. Now, if that isn't the ultimate insult to people paying monthly for content from CIG, specific special content, subscriber flare, yada, 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 to then, let's say some of you subscribe for maybe 3 to 4 years at most. I don't think it's that great an investment, and I think many people continue to subscribe persistently. Persistent universe. To actually then have this thrown in your face. If I were a subscriber to this, I would probably personally, as an Aussie, just lose my shit. Like, ILW is keeping under control way better than I would. I would have actually gotten a plane, flown to Austin, Texas, and said, right, you can write me a check right now for every cent that I've wasted on my subscriber account. Otherwise, I'm just going to sit here and take a dirty big dump on your floor. Your call.
Real quick.
Yes.
Look how bad it looks. All right. So
Terrible.
This is all for the experience. This is all to showcase the talent and showcase what we do. And look at it. Look at it on the screen. Just look at it. Look how horrible it looks. This is what you want to showcase?
Yeah.
Not only is it bobbleheads, but it's straight garbage that looks like freaking what does that even look like? Like freaking something out of PS2? Dude.
Yeah.
Straight garbage. Go ahead.
Yeah, and look, guys, from quid pro quo, I'm going to actually take it one more step back. To all of those Scythians that went absolutely burko and nutty and vicious and psycho and spiteful and personally attacking, and then attacking female subscribers, by the way, just saying, for you to abuse me for saying, I'm sorry, money doesn't fix everything. Have you watched any episodes since? And if you haven't, please go back to the I'm sorry video. Please, for God's sake. Watch that and watch every quid pro quo prior to our now full-time series of the last 2 videos. And you tell me as the skeptic, that I was wrong in my I'm sorry video. Just saying. Thanks for coming. All right, so let's get to the fun bit of this.
The nail in the coffin. Hit him with it. Hit him with the nail in the coffin.
Right,
Let's go.
the nail in the coffin and the sledgehammer on top.
So comfortably that I would not, die.
Listen close.
My body is certainly not what it used to be.
Not this bit.
I imagine,
straight garbage.
sitting on a computer all day every day doesn't necessarily help.
Yeah. Don, I see your question. I'm not going to ask it, but I appreciate it. I appreciate what you're trying to do.
I wish I could see these questions, Jared.
Nope.
I don't wish. Am I glad that I can't?
Okay. Let's hear the rest of that. Oh. Okay. Jared was literally getting smashed in the super chat. Smashed. And he's read what Don said, which none of us are going to obviously know unless, hey, Don, please come to our channel and tell us, and we'll do a whole video about what you said and who else was like absolutely losing their freaking minds in the super chat. Please come comment in this video. Please tell us. We can obviously add this to the next news video as well. Let's get the communist hidden out as actual words from you guys. Let's get the community actually talking about this. This is nope. All right, so Jared's saying, look, we're getting absolutely slaughtered right now. We are having comment after comment after comment after comment after comment, literally up the screen, of people losing their absolute shit.
Look at the screen. Look how bad it looks.
Oh, it's, looks like a $2 dildo. But anyway, from a Chinese, adult shop. But in Chinatown. But yeah, this is the thing. Obviously, things got so aggressive that even Jared had to go, oh my God, my job's on the line.
So before we go on, and because we're actually going to show the comments, the top comments of YouTube, it's unedited. We're just going to pull it straight up. But before we do that, let's see if we could just jump to like 52 minutes, and we might be able to define them. Just straight talking about IHOP and straight, the last one was Theaters of War and gameplay and the upcoming content. And now we got literally IHOP discussions.
So here we go. This is starting at 52 minutes.
This is totally unplanned, by the way. Just go ahead.
Yeah. We're ad-libbing.
I was
Breaking news.
Just astonished at IHOP. I was, I long for it in the night sometimes. Just the sheer amount of food they give you is just unparalleled. It's
hang on, it's let's bring it up so we can get a clarification on je ne sais quoi. Okay, so here we go. IHOP, the poor man's version of je ne sais quoi.
Literally talking about IHOP.
Right.
Literally talking. So. Is that what the subscriber money is paid for? So we can hear this total douche, this freaking idiot. What's he even on here for? Talk about IHOP. Remember, this is what people pay money every month for. Thousands of dollars go to this, and not only was the last video 7 minutes, which there was a whole freaking forum post. I don't know if you saw it on the forums blowing up about somebody very displeased with the 7 minute video. But then we have an hour-long video of straight garbage where they talk about my body and how I broke my neck in the Macbeth play and how delicious and how fulfilling IHOP is. This is what they showed. This is what they showed. But I'll go ahead and give it to you because I know we have screenshots coming up of the chat in real time. 1,400 dislikes. That's what is at the shooting of this video at 9:20 p.m. Central Time here in America on 2/8/20. We'll see what it actually is by the time this comes out. But go ahead.
Yeah, no worries. So, guys, keep in mind too, right, that the Theaters of War follow-up video, that was literally half of that video was exactly the same bullshit. These guys just talking shop without the beer in their hands. Yeah? And then dropping in the joke about Chris, and Chris is working on the physics. Chris isn't with the company anymore. Fuck me. They are treating all of us, they are literally, guys, and I want you to listen to this, and please don't take this from the skeptic standpoint or anything like that, please. They are treating us like dumbasses. They are laughing in our faces all the way to the bank as we speak.
They're taking the piss. They're
Literally.
taking the piss.
Literally, right?
And it's on our faces. That's what it is. On the faces of the subscriber, right in your face. Do you like it? Fucking bobbleheads, IHOP, and all the garbage, and what did he say? Oh, I see what you're trying to do, Don, but I'm not going to answer it. Do I even want to know? No, we can't tell you any of the. We just got to talk about freaking bobbleheads. Remember, we didn't cover it, but they had several people in the chat trying to bring the conversation to Squadron 42. To other things. Disco Lando knows a lot of these details from his position in the company, but no, we can only discuss bobbleheads.
So,
go ahead.
Guys, look, if you're enjoying being insulted for putting your hard-earned money into bobbleheads, please continue to subscribe. Otherwise, grab the coffee, smell it, have a shower, shake it off. If you smoke cigarettes or whatever, have a smoke too. Sit down and have a hard think about how dedicated you still need to be to Star Citizen and CIG and Chris and Sandy and Aaron right now. If I were you, I would be more than infuriated. CIG are making my job the easiest it's ever been since January of this year. And that's the thing, guys. I did the I'm Sorry video in December. And am I wrong, guys? No. Are we getting bobbleheads? Yes. Are you getting ripped off? That's up to you to decide. Okay, so guys, here's the screenshot, which is going to pretty much demonstrate to you guys the truth. Yeah? So, mate, I'll let you read them out, because this is really kind of your charge in this episode, or the news episode we're running for the first time, so you can report all you like on this from here in.
All right, so here we go. So I'm just going to read verbatim. So these are the top comments. It hasn't been edited. You can look at it right now, and you'll see these are the top comments. The first one has 166 upvotes. Is, can we please put this man's skill to better use? Sincerely, a paying backer. For 37 likes, how did anyone think this in February, after zero clarity on the roadmap, was a good idea? I am shocked and amazed at how this was what they thought should be shared in February, with a portion of the community clearly getting frustrated. How? Question mark. No offense to the cast, but generally these shows are just disappointing compared to what we used to get. That had 149 likes, by the way. Big Star Citizen fan, 2013 backer. No offense meant to Lando or his guests when I say this is wasted bandwidth. I'm all for bobbleheads and plants and even pets, but come on, really? And the last one with 49 likes, probably shouldn't have clicked this after watching my freelancer full of cargo get slammed in an ArcCore building by the autopilot override. No, I definitely shouldn't have watched this. For the record, I'm a mere 2-ship backer and a 5-year subscriber. It's just all garbage. Nobody enjoys this. The people that like this are only the most blindness of, and this isn't an insult to you if you like this. It actually is. You're the most blindness of cultists, and you need a reality check on what you actually pay money to be a subscriber for, what CIG has promised to you, promised to deliver you. You need to wake up and say, we deserve better than this. We deserve to actually get real content with real features, hear about things about Squadron 42, hear about things about the upcoming modes. They got so much new tech, and what they're deciding to showcase on Star Citizen Live is wasted garbage bobbleheads. It's time to wake up and to say, CIG, what are you doing? it was already bad enough that CitizenCon had panels like prison gameplay, and instead of showing you prison at CitizenCon, they instead to show you a fashion show, a cosplay show instead of real gameplay. Just think about that. Instead of real gameplay, bobbleheads. Instead of real features and upcoming and exciting stuff, cosplay. Oh, instead of a panel on what was it, ship UI and all that other stuff, lore. Get it together.
My case is just rested. We're in a holding pattern. We're in development hell. We are up against a titanium wall. Server meshing is 10 years off. And guys, look, I'm not ever going to say it's not going to come out. But what I am saying to you is I think it's time as a community we start communicating, we stop fighting, and we start banding together. We put together this council and we actually get some pressure and some very clear lines of communication, whether it's going to require further action down the track with, you know, whatever legal purpose we can put together. But for now, most importantly for now, over the next 12 months, keep your complaints going, keep pushing the subject, and then eventually, please listen to us, believe us, and in 12 months, let's have this democratic election for a council of every game mechanic to actually lead the charge to really put the crunch on CIG once and for all to get our game. We have children who are kittens and fountains of milk and herding kids. Kids, not kittens, they're kids, okay? Who don't give two shits about a game coming out. They get paid tuppence. You've got no operational lead in any of the offices, and then you've got the executives sitting back going, oh, look, you know, point here, point there, you did this, you did that. Look, I'm going out for a 4-hour lunch break, and I'm going to probably get absolutely pissed. Yeah? So, at the end of the day, you guys need to realise that things aren't hunky-dory. Things aren't working out the way you want them to. Things aren't up to date and on schedule. And this is the big problem with Theatres of War. Sean said in that video that, you know, the only thing that's holding us back are spawn points. You know how easy it is to put in spawn points? Really? Like, you really understand how simple that is? That's not the problem. That's not the problem at all. It's the freaking servers. It's SSOCS. Like, guys, they're 4.5 years behind in the project's production. Roadmap stuff gets taken off. Where do you think it goes? What, into fairyland and automatically just happens behind the scenes? No, it gets shelved. Because that stuff can't be done because the game engine is such a bitch to work with. Unreal Engine 4, don't really care about rewriting. You're paying kids tuppence anyway. Just move to Unreal Engine 4, guys. CIG, listen. Do what you're told for once. Listen to the community. Start listening again. 3.0. It's no longer 3.0. It's 3.8.1. 3.9, literally in a couple of weeks, right? Wake the up to yourself and realise that you are there to service our needs. If we do not end up getting, in the end, a minimum viable product which is in line with the original promises that were made, we as a community have a right to then take legal action. Whether you're a private company or not, okay? Because you're implicating international communities as well, not just American. So the Americans can then piggyback off the international case. Did you know that, CIG? Probably didn't, because you don't have very good lawyers. So guys, this by the way, these comments here, that was just the very, very, very shaving of the tiniest snowflake of ice off the top of all the comments. There are 1,400 down likes to the video. So get on. It's Star Citizen Live. Type it into YouTube. Look at the comment section. Just keep scrolling down, down, down. They get more toxic as they go lower, by the way. Get more nasty. So, guys, CIG are on notice. The community is now obviously threatening Jared Huckabee in the super chat. And things are going downhill exponentially quickly. And it's only February of 2020. So, guys, it's time, I think, you just make some realizations. Stop giving them money. at all. Boycott, no more ship money, nothing. Don't give them a cent. Wait till you get real results. Like, as I've been saying before, Pyro, Nyx, another alien race, the Tavarian ships, and the Xi'an ships and the Banu ships, right? We've already got a Banu ship, the Defender. Why haven't we got the Xi'an ship, and why haven't we got a Tavarian ship? Now, Tavarian fighters in lore were an excellent ship. They are outclassed by the Gladius, but in their own right were an excellent ship. Why can't we get more of that lore stuff in the game? Why? Because they can't put it together? No, it's not that. It's because they're so busy catching up all the stuff they've not been bloody doing to date. Listen, learn, understand. This is Star Citizen News, and we're going to always bring it to you hard and fast. Anyway, that's me done for the episode, mate. I don't think there's anything else that I could say other than I am completely gobsmacked, speechless, disgusted, and horrified at CIG's behaviour and blatant, narcissistic, just disgusting behaviour towards its own backers and especially subscribers who have already backed. 5 years, that guy said, right?
Yep. It's absolutely unacceptable. So, a lot of people think, oh, CTT's a skeptic and I'm the supporter. That's how it usually is. But a lot of this stuff was brought to by me. I brought this to his attention. I said, dude, as a backer, as a supporter, look what the community's saying. Look what everybody's saying about this. Look how everybody feels about this. This is the general sentiment. This is the general opinion about all this. My final thought, all this aside, is, all right, guys, you can see the production value going up and up and up and up as we spend more time to make this better and better and better and better. And we'll spend more money to increase our little streamer thing here, to get more cams, to make everything easier, more transitions, more content. Go ahead and subscribe. You see video creators, and they just show gameplay. It's the same footage, and then you see people talking, and they don't edit their videos. They just say speak. We're bringing all the production value. We're bringing all the value. The skeptic versus the supporter. The real discussion that you're not getting anywhere else. Go ahead and freaking subscribe. Like it, comment on it, tell us what you think about it. If you agree with me, say it. If you disagree, say it. If you agree with him, say it. Whatever you want to say. This is all next level, and we're only going to get better from here. What do you think about that, CTT?
Totally, and that's the thing. ILW's got the new camera coming soon as well, so you're going to have him on face on like me soon, and his set's getting worked on as well. I've got a couple more things I need to get done. I need to get an extra monitor as well, just to make my control screen a lot easier to work with. And that's the thing, guys. Behind the scenes, you're just seeing two guys talking and putting some stuff up on a screen, and it's all normal to you. This is extremely technical stuff, and it's not easy by the greatest stretch of the imagination just to bring to you in this format. Once I've got my third screen, life becomes easier, because then once we've got guests on, then I can put them on their own webcam and then drop them on the screen. But at the same time, it does free up space on my control screen as well. We are trying to grow this not for money's sake. As my 100 subscriber video very clearly said, we are here to give all that money back. But what we need to do in the meantime is we need to work on best practice, and we need to work on a way in which you guys are getting the best quality and honest content from both sides of the audience, without critique or without bias or partisan agreement or bipartisan agreement. We are trying to keep this very black and white, and this is the whole reason why the color scheme of my channel in black and white. This is why red and purple, because you're always going to have two people who are like-minded but always have different ideas, and purple's part of the red spectrum, if you didn't know. So guys, the whole thing is please subscribe, click the bell, get notifications, share them with your friends, put this stuff up on social media to say, hey, these guys have broken the mold. They have broken down all of the divide, and they, this guy before that was going up against all the Scythians and fighting for his very existence on YouTube, to then have ILW to come along. If you're going to down like our videos, you please, for the love of God, put a comment into why. Because at the end of the day, you're still impressing upon the videos, and you're still helping them push up through the viewing. So you're not doing us any disfavour. You're doing yourself a disfavour by not having your opinion as well. All right, so anyway, this is the first episode of Star Citizen News Weekly. The new overlays will be coming in very shortly. New intro, new whole thing. It's going to be a proper news segment 2 times a week. So the most important, most exciting part about what we're doing, aside from everything else we're doing, is the new and awesome, exciting, engaging part of what Star Citizen started off being, and that's around Your Universe episode series. And we're going to be going in very deep into the content, the lore, where you need to set up your org, everything as has been discussed before in our previous video. Guys, we are setting a new bar for content creation for Star Citizen, for the community, to have the community come and engage with us, and also get your face on the screen here with us and have your opinions heard, have your ideas shared. CIG certainly aren't listening. But hey, if we as the community can start talking to each other about this, break down these walls, break down all this garbage in between us, and then start taking our frustrations out at the right people, which is CIG directly, then you guys can have a voice on here. You can get that out, then get that shared. And if other people are agreeing with what you're saying, then we can then have a popular discussion. Yeah? We don't need Twitter. We don't need Facebook. We don't need Instagram. We just need YouTube, an open community forum for people to engage with us on and have their own opinions. And then have them shared and fed back. If it's a great running content issue, then we can then run it on a more regular basis with more people, or more importantly, have you guys come in, do an episode, come and do your thing, say your thing, have someone else come on, and we can get all of these ideas out there. Then when the council does come to election, then we have a massive list of discussions that have been had for them to then take straight to CIG and start pushing and crunching them with, moving forward. Anyway, guys, that's me, done. How about yourself?
Yeah, this is definitely the way I've said everything I want to say. I'm still in my military uniform. I pretty much got straight off of military duty and jumped straight into this CTT. Again, it's been a pleasure as always.
Always.
Yep.
All right, beauty. All right, guys. Well, this is the first episode of Star Citizen News Weekly. We will be improving the format in the weeks to come. But guys, thank you so much for watching in, listening in, and if you have any serious grievances or issues, please put them in the comments, and yeah, share your opinions with us, especially about the bobblehead stupidity. Anyway, guys, you know me, I'm CTT.
And I'm Infantry Lead the Way.
And as per usual, as per always, peace out.
Cheers.
Cheers.